welcome to the broadcast. I know that I'm multi-streaming from haps.co over to Facebook and YouTube and Twitch and also Twitter. So go ahead and say hi. All your comments will be aggregated onto the Haps platform. And yeah, I'm also curious about how the sound is too, because there are a lot of new settings. Haps went through a whole makeover at the beginning of November, and I'm getting used to the new setup. Yeah, so today for the broadcast, hi David, how are you? Does it sound okay? Today for the broadcast, I have a lovely friend. Hey, Nikki, how's it going? Hi, Woody. Hi, Frank, how are you doing? Here's our friend that I'll take out of the container for a closer look in a moment. Thanks for the burst award. And hi, David Dunn, how's it going? Is the sound okay? I was fiddling with all the different options, and I hope that it's okay. I can turn it down a little bit, maybe that's helpful. It's okay. Sound is great. Okay, good. Actually, I'll put it back up a little bit. A silver bug. Yeah, so today's insect is a wheel bug. I'll take it out of my little habitat for it for a nice close-up so I can introduce our new friend today properly. Here. Okay, I just have to be careful because this friend is venomous. And while I don't think that, I think it's a she because of her size. While I don't think that she will bite me, I do want to take precautions because we're still pretty new to each other, getting used to each other. So I'm ushering her onto this nice stick, which I can then hold close to the camera. Hopefully it'll focus for us. Focus, not on me. Here, let's try that. A little farther away, maybe. Let's see if that will work. No, not me, camera. There we go. All right, there's our wheel bug friend. Some things that I want to point out about our wheel bug friend. Let's see if it'll stay there. Yes, okay, it's staying there. Okay, our wheel bug friend, can you guys see why it's called a wheel bug? It has, its scientific name too is, oops, it's moving pretty fast, is Aurelus cristatus. And cristatus means crest or tuft. And so that's where, it's very famous, of course. The name comes from that crest across its thorax. All right, let me see if I can adjust this so it'll permanently show the bug. One moment. This is where I hope that Haps gets the feature where I can do 2 screens in the future. So we can make me and the bug the same size. Let's try this again. Maybe I'll lock it onto manual focus for now. So bye everybody. I'm going to manual focus. I'm going to focus on this bug. Okay, here we go. Let's see where the focus is. Wait, did I go the wrong way? I went the wrong way with focusing. Other way, macro direction. Okay, there we go. Let's see how close the focus is. There it is. Excellent. Yes. This is the right way. Thanks for the heart, Pablo. Hello. Yeah, so that crest is why it's called a wheel bug. And so fact number 1 about wheel bugs is that, maybe I can move my head closer so we're closer to each other. I don't know. Okay. One fact about the wheel bug is that they have anywhere from 8 to 12 teeth on their crest. I haven't counted the number of teeth on the crest of this one. Maybe we can do that now in the broadcast. 1, 2. It's a little hard for me to count while holding it up though. So maybe you guys can help me out with that counting. Okay, I'm trying to get it in focus too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think it has at least 10. Mira, good to see you live. Okay, about 10, I'll say. Then I'll come back for a screen. Oh, here's a good view of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I can't count right now. Here, I'm gonna take my own screenshot and count later of the bug. Ah, okay. All right, got my screenshot. Okay. So other things to notice about this insect is it's very dark in coloration, yet it also has this bright red mouth part. So its mouth has that red beak or rostrum is what we call it in entomology. It has these reddish antennae as well, and the tips of its feet also have some reddish coloration too, which I think is pretty unique. And I always sort of wonder about that with insects. There's many insects I've encountered in the world that have like red, yellow tipped antenna or striped antenna, and I've really wondered why, but I don't think there's any way for me to. It's a like really big question that I don't know if there's a way to answer that question yet with science. Anyway, but it is interesting how across different organisms, even in pitcher plants, you'll see that red coloration on the mouth parts. Hi, Lucia. How are you? Um, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, Nikki. Maybe we can do a joint broadcast sometime and you can bring that bug on the screen and we can check it out or something. Or send me a picture ahead of time so I can prepare for that sort of thing too. It sounds like a fun mystery. That's one thing that's fun about entomology. There's lots of mysteries. All right. One thing that I am going to do during this broadcast too with our friend whose name is Bat. Here, I'll zoom out to talk with you guys again. Okay. So this is Bat, and Bat is a true bug that I found when I was visiting a friend in Florida a couple weekends ago. It was right by the Bat House on University of Florida's campus. They have like 500,000 bats in these large bat houses that they created. It's like these 3 large loft buildings they made that are just like an attic, basically. 3 bat attic houses. And this assassin bug or wheel bug, it's a type, wheel bugs are a type of assassin bug. Redruviidae is the assassin bug family. It was, let me zoom back this way. It was hanging out and walking like around the fence in the area, and so that's why I named it Bat. So this is Bat, everybody. I think it's a girl. Andrew, hello. Yes, assassin. Yes. So I didn't talk about this yet, but this is fact number, because I'm going to share with you guys like 7 different facts at least. I think that's what I wrote in the title, right? I forget. I can't see the title right now. I couldn't decide on what number. It's going to be more than 7 in the end. But anyway. All right. So the first one was that it has like 8 to 12 teeth on the wheel of its body. Also, females tend to be larger. I think this one's on the larger side. It's about an inch long. Or like 2.5 centimeters long. It's trying to reach for me, but I don't want to reach back at it because it can bite, and we've just met each other, so I haven't built trust with this insect yet. Although I don't think it would bite me right now, but I just don't want to risk it at the moment. Although it would make for a pretty exciting broadcast, wouldn't it? Yeah, I wish Georgia was there when I met that. And I wonder if Bat has ever tasted bats, because I'm sure that they'd be opportunistic if they found like a dead bat or something around. But they do go for large live prey. They will eat lots of other insects, caterpillars, beetles, like whatever will fit into their hands that seems tasty. And I'm going to try to feed it, maybe we'll try feeding it like right now, a beetle, but like a beetle larva. So maybe not the beetle you have in your mind when I first say the word beetle. Actually, if I have any, I'm not sure that I have any right now. I have to go. Oh darn, yeah, I don't have any right now. Okay, I used them all up. Oh well, we'll have to do a feeding another time. It's venomous, yes. So this is a venomous insect that I just like made a mess because I was dumping out this substrate to look for mealworms, but I don't have any left. So much for that. Okay, I'll have to come back to that later. All right. I dumped it onto my notes for the show. All right, I'm going to zoom back in on this guy too. This girl on Bat. Beautiful, beautiful Bat. Okay. Yeah, so they're predaceous, and there recently was a life history scientific article that came out talking about a species. So who here drinks coffee? Who here drinks coffee? They are, hey, how's it going? They have been seen eating eating the herbivores of coffee. So they've eaten insects, a certain kind of insect specifically called the chamuskina. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Yeah. Which is another type of true bug. So it's kind of related to them, but not an assassin bug that eats coffee. So these are defenders of coffee right here. So go bat, go bat, go. They love the insects that eat the coffee. They love the insects that eat the coffee. So they are good. They're considered a good bug. Yeah. Save the coffee. Thanks for the heart bomb, Lucia. The image is really sharp. Awesome. Yeah, I finally figured out how to connect my camera to these setups. And let's see if I can get some more light on bug to make it even like more. It's a little hard. That light's a little harsh maybe, but maybe it's still, is that light too much maybe? Or maybe it's good. You can see Bat's eyes really well with the light now. It does have wings, but they're not like, it's a little chilly in here right now. So I think that's probably why Bat is not so keen to fly. Wait, zoom back out. I think Bat's not flying because it's too cold. I wish I could, if I had an insect to feed Bat, I'd feel a little more comfortable with letting Bat walk onto my hand. Okay. All right. So then, so these are native to the Americas, specifically North America and kind of into Central America. The type of insect that eats the coffee herbivores, coffee pest insects, that's close relative, which is Aurelus gallus. So it's a different species, but also a wheel bug, very closely related. It's like Bat's cousin that does that. Bat will eat some invasive species. I bet you that Bat's relatives have probably eaten the spotted lanternfly. They have been reported as eating the brown marmorated stink bugs that are an invasive species that arrived around the turn of the century, specifically in Pennsylvania. And hello over on Twitch. That's nearly a weevil snout. Yeah, yeah, it does look somewhat that way. Well, I think it's the body parts are a bit different here. Let's bring it back to the close up on Bat. Oh, I do want to point out while we have this beautiful view that you can really see the characteristic that puts Bat into the insect order that Bat is in, which is Hemiptera or half-winged. They're different from beetles because you can see like the sort of X on the back as the wings are folded over, and Hemiptera, which is true bugs. It's kind of like saying Lepidoptera, which is moths and butterflies, or Coleoptera, which is beetles, are called Hemiptera, which means half-winged. Their wings are kind of half membranous and half not, and you can see that like right in that shiny spot. All right, here we go. We're taking this relationship to the next level. All right, and so I will say that hopefully Bat right now views me as a piece of furniture. That's what I want to be. That's what I want to be in this relationship. Just like a piece of furniture, so I don't get bit or anything like that. Yeah, this is that a celebration of taking the relationship to the next level, Meron? Because it's a big step. I'm nervous, but so far so good. I think that Bat is not feeling too nervous about being eaten, because if Bat were to bite me, it'd just be for defense. Bat would know that I'm too big to actually be prey. So yeah. All right. Here we go. Okay. All right. Some of the other info to share is that if Bat is a girl, I'm hoping she'll lay eggs because they usually lay eggs around the end of the year when it starts to get cold. They overwinter in egg form. They'll have about 1.5 clutches of eggs and will lay up to like maybe 200 eggs in their lifetime. So I don't know if we're far enough south that bat would like survive the winter as an adult, or just like, or if bats' eggs would just make it um, to the next year. But the close relative lives about 100 to be 100, and that sounds old, but it's just 100 days. But maybe that's old for bugs. Um, Lucia says, I admire your bravery of letting them walk in your hands. Thanks. So far, so good. Um, Hopefully she does not lay eggs on me. Yes, so that leads me to share that they'll lay their eggs on bark and branches. And look, actually, bat is pretty well camouflaged on me at the moment, which is pretty cool. Um, and hi, bat. Oh, she's so beautiful. Okay, so the one thing though is that they are it is a predator, but of course it's a native species, and native species are going to have other animals or organisms that prey on them. In this case, I bet you some birds or something might eat them. Of course, they're venomous, so they might be able to, they might uh, be defended in that way, or they might be protected. However, their eggs have at least 3 different recognized parasites that will visit them. And so they need to make sure they put their eggs into a location that will be like very protected or hopefully camouflaged, or just, they have to have some good luck for their eggs to get through the winter. But yeah, you can see the shine of her wings, and yeah, her antennae like are really long, which I wonder if that means she'd be fairly active at nighttime, because nocturnal insects tend to have long antennae. I don't know. My pet lives to 100 too, says Nikki, but I guess that's 100 years, not 100 days. Cheers. How many eggs in a clutch? Uh, I'm not sure exactly, but this one article that I read talking about the similar species just gave the information for total. And so I'd guess maybe split, it'd be like 60 eggs in a clutch. And there are a lot of pictures online if you look up wheel bug eggs. People come across them not uncommonly. And they're really interesting to see. They're like all these little, it's like imagine a bunch of brown glass beer cans all put together with white kind of caps on top. It's a really interesting geometric setup. It's reported, so another fact is that it's reported that they make a sound. I've never heard them make a sound before, so I'll be listening carefully to see if I hear any sounds while I care for bat. Yeah, I'm not familiar with this at all. And then also, um, it's reported that they have scent glands, that they have kind of 2 scent situations. One where the females have like sexy scents that they release from near their butt, probably has some sort of sexual function to attract the male. Perfume, built-in perfume. And then they also are reported to have a pungent scent that comes from their thoractic area. So insects have 3 main body parts: head, thorax, abdomen. The head is right up here. That's a really tiny, skinny head. And then that crest is the thorax, where all the leg muscles kind of originate from. All the legs come out from where the thorax is. And then the abdomen. And so somewhere in the thorax, they have some sort of pungent scent that seems to be for repelling predators. And that comes from something called the Brindley's gland. The Brindley's gland. Not sure how widespread that type of gland is in insect taxa, but yeah, we've actually hit all the main points that I was going to bring and bug you with today. From the 8 to 12 teeth on their wheel to the fact that they make a sound, which I've never heard in my life yet, but I have my ears peeled or, closely attuned to see if I hear anything. The scents that they emit, they have egg parasitoids, they're predaceous, general predators, and they lay a lot of eggs. And the eggs also take a long time to hatch. They take about like 27 days to hatch, which oftentimes if I don't know how long an insect, well, okay. Sorry, let me clarify here because I said that they overwinter in egg form. They overwinter in egg form, but in places where they don't need to overwinter because it's warm enough, maybe like the tip of Florida or in this case with a close relative in Colombia, um, the eggs will take like a month to hatch out. So, is the crest defensive? I haven't found information. I need to talk to Bat, or Bat needs to talk to me. I'll be working on my communication with Bat to see if maybe I just need to be a better listener to leave more space for Bat to speak up or something. I don't know. Hi, Peter. How's it going? The crest, is it defensive? Asks David Howden. I don't know. I haven't found information about what is going on with the crest, like where it comes from, what its function is. I'm guessing that I don't know, like maybe it's just a spiky thing to help deter animals from wanting to eat it. Like, I don't think that there's a clear answer for that I can find yet. So, thanks. Yeah, this is my camera, like my DSLR camera all set up. I recently got one of those like dummy power batteries so I can plug it into the wall, which is really fun and awesome because before I was just using batteries and then they'd run out of battery and then I'd have to switch back. So it's good to be all set up properly. Yeah, thanks for coming by, Nikki. Yeah, so oh, you can see Bat's feet really nicely as well here. Little tarsal claws at the end, good for walking on bark, which is where Bat will walk around to find a place to lay eggs. Yeah, very sweet little insect. Until it bites you. Just kidding. I mean, yes, but also Bat isn't out to get anybody. Switching this back to autofocus. Okay. But also Bat only wants to bite if she really, really needs to. Like, it takes energy. It takes energy to produce the venoms and the toxins, and they don't want to waste it if they don't have to. So, yeah. So yeah, that's Bat. So I'm gonna be keeping Bat for a while, for as long as Bat will probably live. New buddy, and friend of the Bug Scope. And maybe next week or another time, we'll see, we can put Bat underneath our dissection scope for a much closer view of the features once I figure out how to do that. But because the nice thing about Bat is that Bat moves really slowly compared to other insects. And so that's very critical for looking closely under the scope because as you guys have all probably experienced at this point with following the bug scope, there have been some bugs in the past that have been really hard to track down under there. Fun to see once you get them under there, but it takes a lot of patience. Oh, here. Thank you, David. Hi, Mark. How's it going? Thanks for the heart bomb. Sharing what David is sharing with us in the chat, their bite is generally considered to be of greater severity in terms of the level and duration of the pain than the sting of common insects such as wasps. So yeah, they really hurt if they choose to bite and inject venom. So I don't recommend handling these insects unless you are really careful, really gentle, and you know what you're getting into. Best to exercise caution. So yeah, good to see you too. Thanks for popping by. Yeah, so I'll probably take some macro photos too to share them on the socials. But so yeah, this is that, everybody. And I'm really hoping that, oops, I forgot that I had this on autofocus. Really hoping that Bat will lay some eggs. And if Bat lays some eggs and you live in the US and want some babies of bats, if she does lay eggs, let me know. Happy to share the buggy life. So, hi Caroline, how's it going? Cool. All right, so that's it for the bug scope today. Thanks everybody for joining, and see you. Well, actually, I'll see you next week, but next week's gonna be a weird one because I'll be traveling. I'll be in Mexico. I'll be in Mexico because I have a friend. My first destination wedding I'm ever going to, as a guest, I guess, is going to be next Saturday. So unless wild things happen and flights are canceled with the variant and things like that, I'll definitely be wearing an N95 mask for sure. But hopefully I'll find a cool Mexican insect to share with you all since I'll be there next week. Okay. All right. Switch this back so I can say bye. All right. Cheers, everyone. Thanks for letting me bug you today with our new true bug friend, Bat. Have a great week. Cheers.